What do Russia, Texas, and California have in common? They've all tried to leave their bigger unions, and the results were absolutely wild. Russia actually did it first back in 1991, when they said goodbye to the Soviet Union. But here's the crazy part, they weren't even trying to leave at first. Gorbachev was just trying to reform things, but then Boris Yeltsin basically said hold my vodka and declared Russia independent. The whole Soviet Union collapsed in like 6 months. Imagine if your group project fell apart because one person decided they were done. Texas has been threatening to leave the US since basically forever. They've got this whole thing called CalExit. The Texas legislature actually has people who seriously discuss this. In 1836, Texas declared independence from Mexico and became the Republic of Texas, a fully recognized nation with its own president, currency, and army. It stayed independent for nearly a decade, until joining the United States in 1845. Because Texas was broke and was heavily in debt, the economy was unstable, and Texas lacked the infrastructure and financial support to function like a strong, independent country. Some believe Texas has the legal right to secede anytime it wants, but that's actually not true. The U.S. Supreme Court ruled in 1869 that no state can unilaterally leave the Union. California is the newest player in this game. In 2017, a political movement called CalExit gained attention in California, aiming to turn the state into an independent country. It wasn't the first time either. California once declared itself the California Republic back in 1846. Right before joining the US today, California has nearly 40 million people and a GDP of over $4 trillion, which would make it the 5th largest economy in the world, ahead of the UK and India. If California broke off today, it'd be the 5th largest economy in the world. Some say it's just a state, others say it's a sleeping superpower. But the craziest part is what happens after the reality check. Russia eventually stabilized but never regained Soviet-level influence. Texas became more American than most Americans, and California just keeps threatening to leave. California might still be a state, but economically and culturally it already operates like a country. The question is, should it ever be one? Turns out leaving is way harder than complaining about wanting to leave. The pattern never changes because the fundamental problem is always the same. Breaking away sounds empowering until you realize you're giving up the exact systems that made you powerful enough to consider leaving in the first place. Independence is expensive, and most places can't afford their own